Welcome to World Web Tutorials jQuery Specials series. In this tutorial we are going to see the zoom effect. Okay, when you enter the mouse, when you put the mouse on the image, immediately the image zooms. You can see the image zooms. So how we can achieve this effect? Okay, it's very simple. A few lines of jQuery code and some CSS stylings are required for achieving this effect. So let us see. So let's start by creating a div. Okay, before creating a div, see whether the jQuery link is present or not. Make sure that the jQuery link is present. Okay, now let us start creating a div. We can give it any name. So I'm giving it a name of box, and I'm creating a box, a class named box. So this is one div. So if we want a zoom effect, we have to create two divs actually. Means one div, this is a main div and we have given it a name box, and inside this div we have to create another div. Okay, and we can give any name. I mean to say, let's give it a name box2. Okay, so this is a main div, and inside this div there is another div. Okay, so now let us give some styling to this to these two box divs. Let's give some internal styling. Okay, first let us give some styling for the outside div. So this is the class. So this is the box class, the name of this outside div. Okay, let's give width of 400 pixels and height of 400 pixels. Let's give same width and height. Let us center the div. Margin left auto and margin right. Auto. So the div is centered, and let's give some background color to it. Say light blue. Okay, and let us see the output. So this is the div, this is the outside div, and then for creating a zoom effect we need another important property. We have to mention one important property over here. The property's name is overflow hidden. So what this property is going to do is, whatever image we are going to zoom, it's not going to cross the borders of the div. Okay, so it's not going to repeat, and the image is, even if it's we are going to increase the size of the image through jQuery, but even after increasing the size of the image, that image is not going to cross the boundaries of this div, so it's going to remain inside this div. Okay, so let us see how we can do that. So we have given properties for this box, I mean the outer div, and let's give the properties for this inside div. Okay, so it's very simple. All you have to do is just copy the same code and paste it and the name of the second div is box2, and we have to give the same width and height for this div also, and the same margins. And as far as this background color is concerned, we can remove this one, and we can also remove the overflow hidden, and instead we have to give one additional property, that is background hyphen size. So we have to give it a background size of 100%. So this is the property, and the another property we have to give it to this div is background image. So this is the another property. So we are going to link it to the image. We are going to get the image inside this div. So the image is actually located in images folder. So images folder, actually the image is actually, let me see. Okay, the image is located over here in the images folder. Okay, in the images folder. So let us reference it, images slash, so the image name is lion.jpg. so don't forget to put the extension .jpg. Okay, so now let us save this one and check the output. Okay, so this is how it looks, this is how it appears. So remember, we have given background image for the second div, I mean the div inside the main div, okay, not for the outside div. We have given image for the inside div. Okay, all right. So now that the CSS part is over, the styling part is completed, now we can straight away start coding the jQuery. So we can create a script tag. So inside this JavaScript block, we can write the jQuery code. So remember, before starting the jQuery code, I want to remind you that we have given overflow hidden property to the outside div. Okay, so this is very important actually. Okay, this will ensure that the image remains inside the box, inside the div. It's not going to go outside the boundaries. Okay, so and another one is we have for the second div we have given background size as 100%. So this is also the important property. What it's going to do is it's going to stretch the image completely to the dimensions of the div. I mean the dimensions of this div are 400 pixels width and 400 pixels height. So by giving a background size of 100%, we are going to stretch or cover the image completely according to the dimensions of the div. Okay, all right. So now let us start. So first thing we have to remember is when we hover, means when we take our mouse over this particular image, we should get the appearance of a zoom. Okay, the image should zoom, the image should appear as if it's coming towards us. Okay, so how we can achieve this? So the first thing is let us open a function block in jQuery. So it's $function and a parenthesis and curly brackets and a semicolon to end this function. So inside this function we are going to reference the second div, means the box2 div. Okay, we are going to reference the class of this div that is inside the main div. Okay, so in inverted quotes its class, so we have given it a period. So here we can use hover actually, but instead for this zoom effect let us use mouse enter, and after that create a function, okay, and a parenthesis and this function. Okay, so inside this mouse enter block we have to create a zoom effect. Okay, so how we can do that? See, we have to use the animate option or animate function of jQuery, okay, in order to get that zoom effect. So for that we have to once again start with a dollar and use this statement. This corresponds to this particular div. Okay, this particular div we are actually targeting this particular div with this statement. Okay, and then we have to use animate, this dot animate, and the animate function is going to go like this. It's going to open with the parenthesis, and inside we have to use curly braces, the curly brackets, and let's end this with a semicolon. And here we have to increase its width as well as its height. Okay, first let us increase its width and height, and you have to give this width in double quotes, and the value is going to be let us increase the width by 100 pixels. So the actually in CSS we have given it a width of 400 pixels. So here let us increase the width by 100 pixels. So let's give it say 500 pixels, and here let's use a comma, and then let's give it height, and let us also increase the height by the same amount, 500 pixels. Okay, so now our task is completed. Let us see how it's going to appear. Let us save this and let us refresh it. Okay, now it's working. See, I'm going to refresh it. See, the moment you put your mouse over this image, the image is zooming. Okay, the image is appearing as if it's coming towards you, so it is zooming. Okay, all right, so this is a mouse enter. Okay, but what we want is when we put our mouse over this image, it's zooming, it's all right, but when we leave the mouse, when we take our mouse away from the image, it should go back to its original state. Okay, so for that it's very simple. We can just copy the same line of code for the mouse enter, and just copy it and paste it over here. And instead of mouse enter, we can use mouse leave. So for the same box, we are once again using mouse leave. And here one more change we have to do is we have to take the values back to their original ones. So the original value was 400 pixels width and height. So when we put the mouse over the image, it's going to increase by 100 pixels, and we take the mouse away from the image, it's going to go back to its original state. Okay, so let us see whether we have successfully achieved it or not. Okay, let's refresh it. So I am putting the mouse and once again taking it away. See, so now we have achieved the fantastic effect of image zoom. Whenever we put the mouse over the image, and whenever we leave the mouse away from the image, it returns back to its normal state. So this is a very simple and easy jQuery zoom effect. So it's very easy. So just I want to brief you about this effect once again. So all we have done is just we have created two divs. So one outer div, and inside we have created an inner div, and we have given it a name, given the names box and box2. So for box we have given width of 400 pixels, height of 400 pixels. We have centered the box, and we have given it a light blue background. And the most important point to remember is we have given it overflow hidden. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, then for the box 2 we have also given the same values, same properties, but the only different property was we have given a background size of 100%, and a background image we have given a lion image for the background image property. Okay, so this is the only thing. And then in jQuery, all we have done is we have created a mouse enter event, and for the mouse enter event we have increased, we have used the animate property and increased the width by 500 pixels and height by 500 pixels. And for the mouse leave we have given the original properties of the divs. Okay, so this is a simple and easy zoom effect. I hope you like it. If you have any doubts, you can mail me. Feel free to mail me. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.